Oh, all right. Okay. Oh, work it. You gotta teach me, right? Yeah. One more time.
I'm Stephanie, I'm 17, and these are my two best friends.
I'm Kayla, and I'm 17.
I'm Lauren, and I'm also 17.
And today they're gonna help me find a bae. So we are dressed up as the mean girls right now. I'm Gretchen Wieners.
I'm Karen Smith.
And I'm Regina George. So we picked the plastics because we sort of have a reputation as a very exclusive friend group.
We're always together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been a trio since freshman year, and you will not find us without the other, like always. So we figured, who's more iconic than the plastics from Mean Girls? That is so fetch.
You're like really pretty.
So if you're from Africa, why are you white?
My celebrity crush is Tom Holland. He's so perfect. He's beautiful. He's like the epitome of what I want in my life. So cute. I think someone who's passionate, like, I know they could focus on something that's greater than them in their lives, and I admire that a lot. I also would really like someone artistic because I'm an artist and I draw a lot and I love to act and do theater. I also think humor is so important because I'm such a meme.
If they're not funny, she doesn't like them.
I would really love someone who's sweet and knows how to take care of somebody. Okay, plastics, let's go find me a bae.
This is crazy. Hey.
Okay, so you're an angel.
I smell so much cologne.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hi.
I'm Zim, I'm 18, and when I was about 10 years old, while watching the Power Rangers, I fell and bit a hole through my tongue.
Oh.
The theme song came on. I was chilling. I had my shirt over my knees, my arms in my sleeves. I fell, and the two front teeth just went straight through the tongue.
Ooh.
My name is Darrell, I'm 19 years old, and a fun fact about me is that Playboi Carti and A$AP Rocky are my long-lost brothers. Because of A$AP Rocky, I get that confidence from him, and we're both handsome, and like Playboi Carti, you know, we can rap, and we both have good style, so.
Hey, I'm Damon, I'm 18, and something cool or interesting about me is I was born with teeth. Babies don't get teeth until around like 6 to 10 months, so I guess I was just like a really well-developed baby. So like, I was like 2 weeks late, so I guess like, I don't think that has anything to do with it. I was just like really well-developed. So yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
My name is James, I'm 17 years old, and when I was 10 years old, I saved my dad's life when he fell off a tractor. I called the police because I was the only one home, and I made sure that he got to the hospital safely.
Hi, my name is Salim, I'm 18, and I performed in a world-famous choir in elementary school that went to the Academy Awards. We sang Firework by Katy Perry.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you ever feel so paper thin?
I forgot, it's been a long time.
Hi, I'm Rishi, I'm 17 years old, and I'm wearing a Gryffindor and a Slytherin scarf because I could never choose, because I feel like I have good morals, but I'm also cunning and sly, so I'm both. I'm gonna take your girl, Armis.
Oh my God.
My name is Nasir, I'm 17, and when I was about 5 or 6, I got my fingers stuck in the elevator door for like 15 minutes before actually the police or ambulance didn't even come. I had to pull them out myself.
Oh.
So.
Hey, I'm Frankie, I'm 20, and I'm actually a country music singer with Song on the Radio. You know, this is where I go, so why'd you come in here looking like that? You know dang well they don't want you back.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Asher, I'm 18, and I almost died while driving on the freeway. So I was driving about like 80 miles per hour, and then a tire from a tractor trailer actually flew off and hit the windshield. But luckily it only like gave like an indent and like a minor crack, and I was able to get away safely.
I'm Emmett, I'm 17 years old, and an interesting fact about me is I'm kind of tired because I got back from the airport this morning at 5 a.m. from studying in the Holy Land, Israel, and I came back here to hear from Israel because I love Bestie Picks Bae. It's my favorite show on YouTube, and that's why I'm here. Yeah, and I want her.
I think that there are definitely some potential winners but there are also some that we're a little iffy on. So I guess we'll just have to ask questions and find out.
I don't know, I felt like everyone had really good energy, so that's good.
I'm really excited.
All right, so this is our best friend, Stephanie. She's probably one of the best people you'll ever meet.
And she's pretty funny if I do say so
She's really
myself.
funny, so.
That's why you should want her.
So what is your favorite superhero and why?
My favorite superhero is obviously Batman, because, I mean, his superpower is really wealth. Like, he has money. I mean, I think he's also the most realistic. Like, if you have money, you can make things or, like, weapons that you can use. But, like, all the other ones, they don't seem realistic to me.
My favorite superhero is Thor, just because, you know, Thor is a god. So, like, you know, he can't really be killed. And he's just really powerful. He has his hammer, like, that's, like, one of the best weapons that a superhero has and stuff like that. And lightning is really cool, so, you know, Thor is really cool. And he's handsome too, so we have something in common, so, yeah.
My favorite superhero is Spider-Man, because like when I was really little, I'd always carry around like this little Spider-Man action figure. Like you can see it in like my family photos or just like pictures I was carrying around it. So I've always just loved it. In the movies, those are pretty good too. So I'd say like the classic Spider-Man is Tobey Maguire, but like Tom Holland's doing a pretty great job right now. So his movies are pretty good.
My favorite superhero is Batman because he doesn't kill people and the Batmobile's pretty lit.
My favorite superhero is actually Spider-Man, mainly for the fact that he goes to show that you could be an ordinary person. Doesn't matter who you are, there's different renditions of it, male, female. Doesn't matter who you are, you could always be Spider-Man. You could always make a difference in your community.
All right, I was gonna say Spider-Man, but like 3 people said already, so I'll say Green Lantern. Every superhero has like these limitations, they can do this, that. But Green Lantern, like even though DC kind of like sucks now, like the whole premise of him is that like if you have the willpower to do something, then you can do it. Like you summon it with your willpower, so I believe I have strong will, so I see a lot of similarities between me and the Green Lantern.
My favorite superhero is Iron Man because he just got the whole armor suit. It's pretty cool.
That is true.
I gotta say Batman as well. He is the most realistic. He's a human, just a guy in a city who has the right resources trying to help the city and help the people the best he can. And when he falls, he just doesn't get right back up. He's real.
I'm gonna have to go with Black Panther. First of all, his suit is like way bigger than any other superheroes. He's also the king of like the best country, even though it's fictional, Wakanda. And he just like moves like a king.
I would say my favorite superhero is probably Black Widow because there aren't that many women represented in the Marvel universe, and I feel like it really shows that women don't have to be just damsels in distress, but also they can be like badasses.
Okay. My favorite superhero is Spider-Man or Tony Stark, but if they say Captain America, cut him out. Like, he's gone. He's a big baby.
Pick a dude. So Stephanie's favorite superhero is Spider-Man, and she's obsessed with Tom Holland. So anyone who said Tom Holland, good job.
Just because she really doesn't like DC, I'm sorry.
It's cool.
Even though you like Spider-Man.
I said DC sucks, but like you have to
I know,
give
you
some-
did
I
say
know,
that.
yeah, it's cool.
But like everyone had great answers. So.
Sorry.
This was really hard.
Really hard decision.
But someone's gotta go.
So being the first one out doesn't feel great, but I do live by the motto that people die every day. So I'm honestly cooling about it. Like I was on the show and I'm grateful. She is missing out on a whole lot of culture and a whole lot of this.
So since it's Halloween, we thought that this question would be fitting. So what's your opinion on couple costumes? And if you were to do one, what would it be?
I think that's tough. I think you would have to do something really nice though, like Bonnie and Clyde to be ride or die, but also funny things, like really, really funny things, like peanut butter and jelly dressing up like that's fire. That's fire.
You know, I think couple costumes, they're really cool. They're a good idea. To be honest, I would just do like whatever she would like whatever costume she would like to do. If I had to choose, like I'd probably do like Captain Marvel, and I would be, she's Captain Marvel, like, cause that's a cool superhero, and I would be Captain America, so.
I think couples costumes are a great idea, and it would depend on like what we want to do. I could be Spider-Man, she could be Mary Jane, you know, since she likes Spider-Man.
I'm not super for or super against couple costumes. I think it depends on the costume. and it also depends on the person you're going out with in the costume. A couple costume I would do is like pajamas. I think pajamas would be fun.
I'm not against couple of costumes. Honestly, I think they're very cute, although it can't be forced. If it was up to me though, I'm really big into like nostalgic cartoons. I would like to go like Cat Dog. I think that would be very cute. If not, I'm totally cool with doing something superhero themed. I mean, hell, I'll be Mary Jane, you know? I don't mind, like, no, whatever she likes.
I'm super for Halloween couple costumes. I'm into corny things, so I would do like ketchup and she'd be mustard, or like something scary. So like I'd be Frankenstein and she could be Mrs. Frankenstein, stuff like that. I'm super for it.
So I did it once, and we were farmers. Yeah, yeah. I feel like old school, like something like 1940s Hollywood, like some kind of wardrobe from that. I think that would be chill.
I'm not against couple costumes, but it would probably be up to her because I'm not the best at choosing them. So I'd pretty much be open to anything. Iron Man, Iron Woman.
I think it would probably depend on what Bae and I would want to wear, like what our interests are, but I mean, I have nothing against couple costumes. I don't judge people, but I don't know, a couple costume that I would do, I don't know, like Bill and Hillary.
I think I would do couples costumes as long as it was something like really funny. Like if we did a meme or something,
I
like
can so see you doing like peanut butter and jelly.
yeah.
Okay, so Stephanie said that she would be for couples costumes, but nothing too like average like Ken and Barbie. She likes funny ones, you know, like Kanye and Kanye. So we're going to have to eliminate James.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi guys. I'm pretty disappointed, but I don't really care. I know I was the best option. Their loss. I came here to win, and yeah, that hurts right now.
So what is your dream date night?
We can go out to eat, we can do anything you want, but like my preferred thing to do is to like Netflix and chill, but like actually watch the movie. Or like go out to a sunset and like lay down the pillows and the covers and just watch a movie because I love movies, I really do. And food.
My ideal first date night would probably be nothing boring, like definitely go to like a carnival or amusement park, something that's definitely a lot of fun. And then grab something to eat after, like, cause there's always places to eat around. And probably like win her a couple prizes, like a teddy bear or something like that, so it could be cool.
I feel like an ideal first date is different for everyone. I've like come to learn that the movies is literally the worst first date you could go on because you can't talk to the person. So I would want to do something fun, maybe like mini golf, or maybe like a picnic on the beach, you know, something that you can actually talk to the person, not just sit there awkwardly, you know.
I feel like first dates depend on who the person is. If it was up to me personally, I would enjoy a nice walk in the park. Maybe go for a movie. I know the idea of movies are kind of like cliche, but to be honest with you, I enjoy films. I enjoy Broadway shows as well. So I would love to take her out on a show like that and maybe get some dinner later. We talk about the show.
My ideal first date would be like a walk through the city when all the lights are out and it's beautiful and you can see like all the ads are up and everybody's just like, you see different people. Or going to a zoo, seeing the animals, eating foods, things like that.
So I love driving. It's a little bit different. A drive-in theater I think would be chill. And then after the drive, going to one of those all-night diners like that, get a milkshake. I think that's fun.
My ideal date would probably be to go to a comedy club and then after go to like a really, really upscale restaurant at like a rooftop or something because I like to do things big.
My ideal date, I think, would be just going to some restaurant, nothing too smelly that's gonna make my breath stink. And then go walk in the park and just talk and see if there's any concerts that we could go to and listen to music, have some fun.
I think it'd be so cute to like have a beach day and spend it through the evening so you could watch like the sunset and walk down the boardwalk and Ferris wheels. Oh my God, that'd be so cute. Yeah, probably a beach date would be so cute.
Stephanie is a very picky eater, so any restaurant that she goes to is typically like a Wendy's. So Asher, we're gonna have to say goodbye because you said the big restaurant and she's very picky.
She probably would not eat a single thing on the menu.
She would not.
I'm so sorry.
So
I mean,
sorry.
if it,
I feel that.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Alright, bro.
I'm not really disappointed. I had a lot of fun. I'd actually be fine with her picky eating.
Okay, so what's your favorite Halloween tradition and why?
Okay, so getting dressed and going outside and trick-or-treating, that's a little fun, but I also like haunted houses, and I like to get into trouble. Like, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. Halloween is the time where you go outside and you can, you know, I got this angel on, but don't let it fool you. I'm more trick than treat.
For me, my favorite Halloween tradition, I don't really like to go to parties or anything like that because like stuff will get wild, and I don't like to be outside too late because people do crazy things on Halloween. But I just like, ever since I've stopped like going trick-or-treating, like I've brought my like little cousin out trick-or-treating and stuff like that. So I take him trick-or-treating every Halloween and we just go get candy.
I'd say like my favorite tradition every year growing up was always trick-or-treating. It's like putting on the costume and going out with my parents. Like most of the time my mom would make my costume, so we'd always come up with like these creative things. I remember in 5th grade, I was a girl for Halloween and they wouldn't let me into the boys' bathroom. So, yeah, I was a pretty good girl.
Yeah, my favorite thing to do during Halloween is trick-or-treating. Although the older I've got, the more I realize like it's not as fun when you're 6'2" and everyone thinks you're older. But I have a little sister that has a lot of like social anxiety problems, so I try to take her out as much as I can. Every once in a while, we would get like buckets full of candy from the neighborhood and we'd bring it to like different schools and donation centers. So.
I like to carve pumpkins, like every year, that's what I've done consistently, carve pumpkins, putting like smiley faces or cats, whatever.
So I grew up, I loved like decorating the house, decorating the farm just for Halloween, pumpkins, all that stuff. I just loved it, had a blast with it, and now I just like to watch like old school black and white horror movies.
In my family, I'm usually the most excited one, which is sad because I like Halloween. So usually I'll be the one who buys the candy and gets the webs to stretch over my house. And then I'll hand out like candy to trick-or-treaters and then go hang out with my friends and see where the night takes me.
When I go trick-or-treating, either with my friends or my little brother, at the end of the night, we pour the sack of candy that we got, and we like to try to count like every piece individually that we got. And it usually like covers the entire living room because we go hard. Like we'll go for 6 hours straight.
Okay, so one thing Stephanie really doesn't like is horror movies. I'm so sorry.
It's all
She's
good.
a scaredy cat, so.
No worries.
Hi. Seems sweet.
I was doing good until I brought up the black and white horror movies for Halloween. I guess she doesn't like that, which is chill, but so yeah, that blew it. If you're gonna be gone, girl, give me some space and give this broken heart a break. Whoa, whoa, ho, I need a broken heartbreak.
Okay, so what are your favorite memes or vines, and can you possibly reenact them for us?
You know the like 6ix9ine one? It's like stupid. You ain't even get like the chance. Like that's so funny to me. The Jordan crying like face picture, like whatever that one is. That one's funny to me. And then oh my God, there's so many though. And I like TikTok, so like a lot of mines come from TikTok. Like I don't make any though. I just watch them. They are hilarious.
That's solid.
Like the dot.
Yeah.
When I popped up and you just gave me just a little bit of hot. Yeah, see?
I would say my favorite meme is probably Cash Me Outside, how about that? Just because it applies to so many things. Like you can say it like if somebody says something to you, no matter what it is, like you can be like, cash me outside, how about that?
Wow.
So you know the Vine where it's like the two people driving in the car, like they see the sign and it goes, road work ahead? And he goes, I sure hope it does. Yeah, that's like one of my favorite ones. And like the Spider-Man one where like there's 2 Spider-Mans and they're looking at each other like this. And it's like 2 of the same people. Yeah, I think those are pretty funny. And like the guy, like somebody like said something dumb and he goes like that one. Oh, yeah. I really like Vines and memes.
My favorite meme is the one on Twitter. It's a reaction image actually of that dude just holding the cup just like this. Because it works for like pretty much most situations that I'm in. But I love Vines. Vines, generally speaking, make me cry of laughter, like every time. One of my favorite ones, and it's unfortunate because my voice is so deep, so I can't do it very well. But I enjoy Hurricane Katrina, more like Hurricane Tortilla. Like that. Bro, first time I saw that, I was like crying.
My favorite meme is the one that's like been going like viral everywhere. And it's the lady, she was sitting in the chair and she was like, and I ooh. And just sat there frozen for like 10 seconds. And then my favorite Vine is, it's like really, really old. It's like 2015 or 14 maybe. But this girl, she was in her mom's car and she was like, I'm in me mom's car, vroom, vroom. And then the mom came on, she was like, get out me car.
Did you know that the NIU meme is actually a drag queen and not like an actual woman?
Oh. Oh, wow.
I mean, respect all queens and everything.
Yeah.
And I oop.
And I ooh, exactly.
My favorite Vine, I think it's a Vine, is like the video of the baby and she's like covered in I feel like she's covered in some food and she's like, I smell like beef. I don't know, I like that one.
That's good.
I cried to that one too.
So I love memes and Vines. It's literally all I go on Instagram for, basically. So like, it's key that they know their Vines and references because I will be referencing them all the time. So like, if they don't know their references, we're cutting them out.
If they could reenact their favorite meme or Vine, they're golden.
Perfect.
We think that you actually mixed up 2 different memes and put them together.
Which memes?
You know, because you said it was a little girl covered in food that said, I smell like beef. But I think you mixed it because I think that the one you're thinking of was the peanut butter baby.
Oh, yeah.
And then the little girl that said, I smell like beef.
So you're like not cultured enough on memes. I'm so sorry.
Bye. Nice meeting you guys.
Nice meeting you.
She just like threw me on the ground and pushed me under the bus and said, no, you're mixing up 2 different Vines, but I wasn't mixing up 2 different Vines. I know what my Vine is. I'm 100% certain. Stephanie's missing out on a beautiful, hilarious, just generally sexy man who could have changed her life, and now she won't have that, so it's her loss, not mine.
Personality-wise, who would you consider to be your celebrity twin?
All right, so like not age or like looks, but like, you know Will Smith, but like, you know his Instagram page? Like that
Familiar.
embodies me. Okay, so like he posts memes, he posts like, and his sarcasm. Like I'm really into sarcasm. Like I love sarcasm. So you won't know if I'm serious, but I'll be joking. Like I'm really funny, I think, but I'm also like closed.
So like as I said before, like A$AP Rocky is my long lost brother. You know, it's actually a fact. You guys don't believe it. But like, you know, I get my confidence from him, and I'm into fashion, and like I go to fashion school too. So like, you know, we're both really creative, and you know.
I would also say Will Smith, but like a young Will Smith, like not current Will Smith, because like that's an old guy, and I wouldn't like the personality of an old man. But like, I would say like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air Will Smith, like a young guy. You know, I go to a private school too. I'm the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I would say my spiritual twin is Lizzo. I don't know if you guys are familiar. Not physically, because I'm not an African American woman, but like she's like a total like boss at what she does. She's a bad bee.
You can't kill me.
For the fact that she inspires me in a way that not a lot of singers have, where it's like, if she could shine, we could all shine. And that's something that I feel like very few singers instill in people genuinely.
I would definitely choose Jaden Smith because he's super free-spirited. Like, he's into fashion, acting. He has his own business, the water company. Like, he does anything he wants to do, and if he puts his mind to it, it's done. Like, he does rapping. Like, that's definitely me. Everything I want to do, I like to go forward with it and make it happen, and I'm super, like, free-spirited and, like, you know, just cool.
So this was a really tough decision, but we're gonna have to go with you. You're really awesome, and I love Jaden Smith, but personally for Steph, I don't know if that's really her vibe.
I agree.
Bye. Will Smith, I guess he was okay because he's Will Smith. Everybody likes Will Smith. I thought everybody liked Jaden Smith too. How can you not like Jaden Smith? What more could you want?
What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done to get a crush's attention?
There was a girl that I liked, and she liked the Jake and the Neverland Pirates, and Sophia the First. So I memorized both the theme songs to both of the songs, and I sang them like to her. It worked. She became my girlfriend. And you guys want me to sing some of it?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I'm finding out what life is all about. So, come, let's see the boom, Sophia, the first. I don't know the lyrics.
So mine wasn't like really embarrassing. It was just like kind of embarrassing because I was nervous. So there was this girl I liked in high school. It was my junior year, and I wanted to take her to prom and whatnot. So like I brought her Chick-fil-A because I knew that she loved Chick-fil-A, and I wrote like a little message on the inside, like go to prom with me or something like that. I can't remember. And then like the only opportunity I had to give it to her was when like everybody was around on campus. So like I was really nervous. It was kind of embarrassing, but you know it was chill. So you know I just gave it to her, and yeah, we ended up going to prom.
So I think if like someone you really like, you shouldn't be embarrassed no matter what you're doing. But in 2nd grade, I made like this Valentine's Day card for this girl I really liked. And like I put like a lot of effort into it. Like I wrote like this whole thing, this whole like letter, I guess. And like I like put it in her desk, and like before she could get to it, I took it out because like I was too scared. So never worked out.
We were on a school trip together at a lounge in Pennsylvania, I believe. And they had a karaoke night that day. And I knew she was a big fan of Frank Ocean. And I was like, okay, Frank Ocean's cool. And there was this one song that she really, really liked called Thinking About You. You probably know it from the Vine, like, a potato flew around. Yeah. That's how I found out about him. Anyway, so I was like, you know what? Let me sing the song and dedicate it to her. So I got up there. And what happened was my voice was shot from that night, so it just ended up sounding like a dead horse. You know, it was sad, it didn't work, but for what it's worth, I'm happy that it happened because now I'm a big fan of Frank Ocean. A tornado flew around my room before you came. Excuse the mess you made, it usually doesn't rain in Southern California, much like Arizona. My eyes don't shed tears. Yeah. But my voice was shot, so.
Well done.
I'm looking for a guy that's willing to embarrass himself and like allow himself to be silly in public, in private, anywhere, just because I'm such a big goof. And like, I love being goofy with people.
Okay, since you all had really great answers, we're just gonna kind of go with our gut here. So I'm sorry.
Oh, is there a reason why?
No reason?
You know, it was really unfortunate. You know, I made it pretty far, you know, and I was like happy about that. I think the besties could like pick a little bit better questions to ask to find a better bae. So I'm literally like ASAP Rocky. He's like my twin brother, so she's just missing out on that a little bit, but you know.
Okay, so what's the most spontaneous thing you've ever done?
I made a YouTube video. Like, I literally just made a YouTube. Me and my friends, we went to the mall and we did one of those like personal interview questions with like random people. And so I just went there and we just did it because like I love YouTube and I've thought about like doing it just on the spot, just went and did it.
So the most spontaneous thing I've ever done is I joined a dance company. So like my freshman year, I lived with my friend so I could go to a certain school because it was like really far from my house. And in order for me to go there, his mom was like, all right, if you want to stay here, you have to dance. And like, I didn't like really have to do it. I could have lived with another friend. I could have just worked my schedule around it, but I was just like, hey, I'll do it. And I ended up dancing for a whole entire year, and I loved it. I did like a lot of like partner dancing, like ballroom, tango, like stuff like that.
Oh, all right. Okay. Oh, work it.
You gotta teach me, bro.
One more time.
Halo.
Bye, Halo.
The most spontaneous thing I've ever done was in high school when I did my promposal. It was coming up senior year, and eventually I had to do it because everyone else was doing it, and it was like the week of prom. So I was like, all right, I know how to play guitar, and I just happened to bring in my guitar that day because I had music class. So I was like, all right, let me like prompose, but at the same time like play a song in the middle of the hallway. So I ended up playing like some Ed Sheeran, like in the middle of the hallway, and like the whole school watched and stuff, and it was pretty cool. It just, what sucked about it was the string broke prior to me playing it, so like everyone was gathering around, snapped, and I was like, oh shoot, so now I gotta fix everything. But it went pretty well.
One time she just texted me, hey Steph, I'm around, want to go play Pokemon Go in your town? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Let's go.
10 minutes later, I was at her house to pick her up.
Yeah, most of our plans go that way. Like 10% of our plans are actually planned out in advance, then the 90% are always just spontaneous and out of the blue. But I kind of like that better because it keeps things spicy, keeps things fun.
This is breaking my heart. It's breaking my heart.
So as much as Stephanie loves spontaneity, she doesn't love procrastination. So because it was the week, you said of prom or week before,
yes, because
she would be an anxious wreck. Like,
she'd be like,
really, she'd be like, he's not gonna ask me. So
It's true.
Right.
that's why.
I see. All right.
I'm so
Well, guys.
my heart.
This is hurting.
Good one, guys. Take it easy. Have a good one. Nice to meet you. I know. Yeah. Does it feel good to be third? I mean, it's better than fourth, but you know, I can't complain. It is what it is, but the way I see it, she's missing out on a full set of hair, so her loss.
Okay, so tell us why we should pick you.
I think I'm a fun guy. You love memes. I love memes. Like I run a whole like meme page. Like my friends follow it, and I think I'm a funny guy. And the spontaneous, like I can be spontaneous, but like they said, you don't like procrastinators. So like I like to like plan things out a little bit, like in that way. I think I'm kind of cute, but I'm not cocky, and I'm not like over the top with it. Like, so I think those are all like good things to have in someone. And I treat people correctly. Like I treat people right. Like I fall in love really hard and really deeply, but that's deep too. Like, but I don't know.
I think the reason you guys should choose me, because I feel like I'm just like a really like compassionate person. And if there's someone I really like, I'll like want to be with that person no matter what we're doing. Like we're just sitting there watching a movie or we're going out. And I feel like we actually did have like a lot of common with the Spider-Man, and you guys kind of like my vines. So I feel like I'm just like a fun person. I really care about people. And I just like to have a good time, you know? Seems like you guys likes me. She's laughing at everything I say. So why not pick me?
I'm so scared right now.
Okay. I'm so sorry, but we think that with Stephanie, there is a lot to her that is very fun and very light-hearted. Yeah, and we just thought that I don't know how to word.
You just seem really down to earth, and you know the memes, and you're funny. You did that whole YouTube thing, which I think she'd appreciate.
Wait, what are you talking about?
You're both great, just for our friend Stephanie. So I'm sorry, but we have to eliminate you.
See you around. Bye. Enjoy your boyfriend. I'm a little disappointed that I didn't win, but if that's what she likes, that's what she likes. I can't force her to like something else. Maybe the besties want to go on a date with me, so that's probably why they didn't choose me.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Wow.
Okay, so this is Zim.
Hi, Zim.
This is
I'm Stephanie.
Nice to meet you.
Also known as Steph.
Steph.
So we picked Zim because, first of all, he knew all his memes.
That's
That
true.
was
That's
a really
solid.
important reason. He seemed really down to earth, which you don't like conceited people. He was funny, had really good answers to everything.
His YouTube question was good.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he was really funny because he talked about memes. So I was like, perfect. This is the perfect dude. And of course, the YouTube thing, like immediately I was like, I'm also a YouTuber and I make stupid videos. So like, we have that in common too.
I mean, yeah, the fact that she relates to me in terms of memes and YouTube, like that's already like, you're already out there. Like.
Yes. I think my besties did pick my bae because it's clear we have a lot in common, and he seems like a big goofball, and so am I, and I'm the biggest goon I know, so I think we're gonna hit it off really well. So yeah, I think my best friends picked really well today.
For the most part, yeah, I think that this costume fits me. I think I am sort of like a little bit of an angel. I'm a nice guy, so I really think that I'm a nice guy.
I do like distinctly remember like you talking about memes, and that's what was catching my attention because like literally with all my friends, all I do is send them memes and they're like, Stephanie, stop sending us memes, and I just send them more, so.
I also send a lot of memes. I have a page.
Perfect. Really?
Yeah.
I'm about to follow you.
Okay, got it.
I think my besties did pick my bae because, I mean, you chose like the funniest dude in that room. He was hilarious. And, you know, I think you guys did a really good job because you really like took the answers I told you before and incorporated that when eliminating those poor guys. I feel so bad for them. That was really sad watching them all walk away.
It was so hard.
But I think you guys made the right choice. There was one guy I was like, dang, that's kind of sad. He was the one that sung Ed Sheeran, I think. The one with a really deep voice. I was like, dang, he would be cool.
Oh, yeah.
But it's okay.
Yeah, the one that was like emo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, the last question really decided who would win because they were pretty tied up until then, so.
It was really more of a gut feeling, I think.
Yeah.
Like, we kind of looked at each other and we were like, it's him.
He also seemed a little more humble than Damon, so.
Well, my favorite question was the meme one, because I feel like that really shows how funny like people can be and their sense of humors and stuff. So I thought that was like the biggest question, even though it was like the dumbest one.
I really liked the one that we eliminated. The first one, I wish we could have seen more of him.
Yeah, I liked him too.
Yeah, so that one was definitely difficult.
Thank you for watching.
For more videos like this,
subscribe to 17's YouTube channel.
Happy Halloween!